Alright, so I'm set up over at the Dremel drill press here, and what I've done is to mark out where 30.5 and 32.5 are with this big block of ink. So at this point I'm going to make this the bottom so all that ink gets cut away, and that should leave me the correct amount of count over here. If not, I've got a little more wire that I can either wrap on or unwrap further if there's too many. I was about to say that I've got a pretty good hold on this, but apparently I didn't. And I'm going to be wanting to go somewhere about here, I think. So the phone book is to give me a steady base for my hands, and the box should help collect some of the stray dust at least. Got my filter mask here, and safety glasses are ready. Just want to make sure that everything is good. Got a fresh wheel here. I was previously adjusting the speed to a sound that I think should work. It's just about 15,000. On my first test when I cut these, I found that going really high RPM just kind of ripped the end apart. Going too slow chewed it apart. So either way it was kind of a no-win scenario there. But I'm hoping I'll be able to find some middle ground. I also tried two different techniques at the time. One where I just pressed the piece against the wheel until everything disintegrated away, and the other slicing straight through and then kind of polishing it off by holding it against the wheel. They were kind of both iffy results. The glue hadn't dried on them as long as this has. This is going on about 30 hours now that the glue has set, or since I initially put it together. I never put a second coat of glue on this though. I've got 5 of them. I'm going to start off with my worst 2 to make sure that I can get a technique down by the time I get to the best. 2 of them out of 5. 2 of them are good, 2 of them are could be better, and then the third one is good enough. So hopefully I don't mess up too much. If this succeeds, then the next test would be either attaching the counterpoint, secure point, or drilling the 2 holes. That may not be too bad if I maintain the correct size and everything. I think I cut too far in. The copper is a little beat up. The bottom is 30.52 and the top is 32.3, 32.25. So it should be 32.5. That's not too bad for a first test at least. So I'm going to lay these out in order over there. Parameters to change for number 2. Let's try a slightly slower speed. There we can take down a little more. It's at 33.03 instead of 32.5. Slower speed, definitely a nicer cut. Taking it really, really slow. .4 31.12, still a little higher there. So this just went from being okay to a nice contender. 32.42, 30.9, still a little large. 30.8, 30.78, a little better. Not much change. Alright, so I'm going to have to get a little more aggressive with it, I guess. .51. Bam. So yeah, this one's looking nice. This is leg number 3 of 5. So I don't know how much of any of that got caught. This is number 3 out of 5, the third best, or at least so I thought until I really got a close look up at it. I may have to apply some of the wires, pull it back, and re-glue them because there's a little spacing going on. So this may be third best. It could have been demoted to fourth best after seeing how number 4 was. So let's check the old calipers here. And 1 full millimeter too long still. And 1 full millimeter too long still. So that's a pretty good cut there then, I guess. So back under the mask, on with the safety goggles. Still not enough, 33.1. So another 1/2 millimeter. .6. 33.2, still another 1/2 millimeter off the top. .8, 30.6. 30.6. 30.46, 32.4. Pretty good. And now I come upon the best 2 that I've got. I'm going to mark these out, ink them up, start thinking about getting them cutted. And I'm going to immediately go into a drill test of the 2 holes using the press right here after this. Alright, so I've got these 2 marked out. Got my mask on. Got the safety glasses going. .5, 2 millimeters too long. 32.7, 2 millimeters too long. So I've got 5 samples so far. One of them isn't great, one of them can be fixed into perfect, and the other 3 are not too bad at all. So next up, what I'm going to do is some measurements for the 2 side holes, because now I know where the top and bottom are.